All right, welcome back to the Central Valley Buzz, everybody. I'm your host, Chuck Leonard. Now, every day you've seen me drink the MP Black Water, and every day you've seen me look better and better, and trust me, I feel better. Mark, you got to get on it.
Oh, are you kidding?
Let's bring in Darren Long, founder of BlackMP Water. How's it going, buddy?
Chuck, how you doing? Nice to
the
meet you.
living black water, man. I got a lot of people going on this stuff. They feel good.
That's what it means, living water. It gives life back to you.
You discovered this?
Yeah, actually by accident, but...
It wasn't in a meteor in Arizona, was it?
No, it was not in a
just
meteor in Arizona. No, I've been working with bacteria for years, and in agriculture, and also what you know is probiotics, and trying to get healthy. I don't know if you probably don't know my story too much, but...
Well, tell us.
Well, when I played football for many years.
Professionally?
Professionally, too.
With who?
Actually played the USFL with Steve Young. He was my quarterback. And also got to play for the Los Angeles Rams. I just told you how old I was, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, but about 35, I really started going downhill. And by the time I was 45, I did not want to live anymore. I had more problems. I was scheduled for surgeries. My family was pretty much falling apart too. My wife had cancer, and my kids were ticking and having ADHD problems. And I knew this stuff because I did have a background in biochemistry, so I knew something that we weren't getting anymore was being taken out of food. And so I started getting back into more of the research of it, and absolutely from the bacteria went to the minerals and started formulating with a couple of scientists that became pretty good friends of mine, and this is what we have today, and it's changing lives. I wanted to, get this out to kids. It's really started when you start seeing kids that are 4 and 5 years old having type 2 diabetes and ADHD and ADD and tics. I started working with the...
When he says ticks, he's not talking about the bugs, right?
The jerking.
The jerking, like the
neurological
Tourette's.
problems. Tourette's is another one, yes. And so a really good friend of mine, Rob Valerio, who runs actually here in Fresno, is California USA Wrestling. I had talked to him about it. He invited me to come on in and kind of work a program with him called the Future Olympic Program, and to kind of evaluate kids and start with that, introduce this to it, and the results just took off from there, and then it's just gone from there. It's for everybody. It's not just for athletes, it's for everybody.
For everybody.
People are suspect at first.
Yeah.
Because
you were.
I was. You're right. I was. I mean, the first interview I did, I'm like, yeah, I've seen a lot of this kind of stuff in my life, the snake oil kind of stuff.
Yes.
But God darn it, if it doesn't work. I mean, I started feeling like, I know Doug said 17 days. I mean, within 3 or 4 days, I'm feeling a difference.
Well, I've just been on this show for an hour, and you handed me this when I first walked in and said, "Here, drink this." And I looked at you as if, are you kidding me? And I have to tell you, I'm high as a kite right now.
Perfect. You're rich, Darren.
This is much easier than meditation.
I'm telling you, the things that it's done for me, I can't believe it. And some of the things that I've seen that it does for other people, I can't believe it.
You know what?
That missed phone call?
Yes.
That was a store owner. The guy wants more. He says he can't keep it in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, it seems flavorless. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's flavorless. If you want to add a little bit more to it, you'll start getting a flavor to it.
The point is, if I'm drinking something that's this color, I'm thinking Coca-Cola or something.
What's so neat about that is, and I hear this from parents all the time, is that they have to pull teeth to get their kids to take vitamins and minerals,
sure.
right? And now they're calling back and saying, you know what? My kids it's like pulling teeth to get them to stop drinking this stuff. And if I mix it, they get mad. They want to mix it, they want to drink it. What a great way to get that to kids.
Exactly. And my children have no more teeth.
Now we're seeing
if you were only trying to find a way to get kids to drink more water, that would be a great thing.
And this is it. And you're starting to see a lot more rehydration. Like I said, with USA Wrestling really opened that door where we could talk, get it to kids. And when they saw, hey, the kids were picking up this stuff, then sports drinks. But sports drinks are full of sugars, dyes, chemicals.
High fructose corn syrup.
High fructose is, and now
Lots of salt.
there's some of them I'm not going to mention, but you need to read the back of the label because when they start mixing
And
high
you know what?
fructose,
Be more afraid of the sugar-free ones.
well, this is what I want to tell you.
Right.
There's two of them now that have high fructose and aspartame in it.
At the same
Sucralose
time.
At the same time. Well, that
So
just
you're gonna freak your
absolutely
whole system
it freaks
out.
your brain out, and
Yeah.
it gets you addicted to it. But what's so neat is we're breaking that habit. So, and USA Wrestling and guys like Dwayne Morgan and Roberto Dixon, those guys have just been awesome to help us get this
Now,
going.
these are athletes, but I understand that very wealthy people, famous people like Jennifer Lopez, for example, actually bathe in this.
Yeah.
And
They
it's a
call it
secret of
mineral
their-
water, yes.
And their skin looks nice.
It
I'm
does.
just saying.
We're,
Well, she sips
here's-
in
I'll
it.
tell you, we're working on
Yeah.
a deal now.
So that's...
And the insurance company that insures her behind
Is this-
actually...
Does she have an insurance
Oh,
on her behind?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she does. That's right.
Yeah, it's a
$1
big
million.
policy.
Okay.
It's a big policy.
Blackwater's now retailing in the bottle ready mixed. And I got some
What?
right here. Just tell me about
Well,
that.
they're going to be coming out in stores soon. We're still working with some more.
To your health.
to
your
you,
health.
sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what, Chuck? It's really neat to see people come back. And like I said, at 45, I was hopeless. Now I'm seeing all kinds of things. That I even had a gentleman come in the office yesterday as a track coach in Lemoore, and he's actually, I was talking to Doug about this morning. He's going to Stanford, and they can't figure out what's wrong with him. And they thought it was diabetes, but it's just a problem with his legs where he can't even hardly walk. And since he's been taking, it's been 90 days now, his color's back, kind of like yours. And they don't walk around like a ghost anymore. And he's going back to Stanford next week to say, hey, I don't need to come here. I'm feeling better and better each time I take that. And getting them to understand why minerals work so well and what we're really missing in a diet is that's what's fun to me is to watch.
Well, that's amazing. And I suffered from lack of water syndrome when I first came in.
Blacka?
Yeah, when I first came into this show. And I just feel like $1 million guy. Which brings
You
me back
look
to
like
our,
$1 million guy,
to the contract
Mark.
that we never completed.
The BlackMP water, the living powder. You can buy it right here at Central Valley Talk Studios. It's normally $70 for a month. We want you to have it so bad, we're going to cut it in half and give it to you for $35.
Yes.
Come down the corner of Olive and Van Ness and buy the Fountain of Youth right here. Darren, thanks a lot,
Hey,
buddy.
it's been a pleasure.
I owe you.
I told Doug I don't know if I could go through the show without cracking up. I love your show.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more live music. Stick around.